Julieta Venegas is now a meme after the failure of her song La Niña Feminista. La Niña Futbolista. Look, La Niña Futbolista, the single that turned Julieta Venegas into a meme. The controversy over La Niña Futbolista goes beyond YouTube and makes Julieta Venegas the target of memes. Just look at this. FIFA, Mexico, who is this woman? And here, Julieta Venegas appears. It's Julieta Venegas. She made a song for the World Cup and she has this look like... Oh my god, it's a miracle. But users are reporting that the beautiful Feminist song by Julieta Venegas for the 2026 Mexico World Cup is miraculous because they mentioned that everyone who was in a coma when they heard it got up and walked with the sole purpose of turning it off. Ha 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 ha. It's outrageous. The World Cup is at risk of stagnating. I'll make sure to take it to new horizons. Julieta Venegas shows up like Yoko Ono in The Simpsons, right? However, her dad thinks about the song like everyone else. They have to play with dolls to learn how to be a mom. And here are their faces, right? Like, oh my god, she already ruined everything. And yeah, it's just crazy. Julieta Venegas after getting paid for the ugliest song of the 2026 World Cup, the Breaking Bad meme with the money, right? Careful. There are people reporting that the song supposedly cost 14 million Mexican pesos we're talking about. How much? $800,000 for this song. $800,000 for this garbage, guys. I'm not kidding. Just imagine. Miss Venegas, the Women's World Cup is over there in 2027. Honestly, I don't even know why they released this song for the Men's World Cup. To top it off, it would also be silly at the Women's World Cup because we're talking about a feminist song, right? It's ridiculous. But still, it would make more sense, right? At the Women's World Cup than at the men's. Now, Julieta Venegas presents the song The Girl Soccer Player. It's terrible. Exactly, it's terrible. It's disgusting. Look, the comments are disabled. Julieta Venegas, Julieta, you shouldn't have done that. Ha ha ha. Exactly, this woman must really regret it. And reports indicate that this woman has banned the song from all her events. Yes, guys, just as you hear. So Julieta Venegas would have banned La Niña Futbolista because she doesn't want to discuss the song or wants it forgotten. In fact, I covered this on my channel Astro Recargado. If you haven't seen it, please go to Astro Recargado to watch it. Julieta Venegas bans her feminist song. It's already the biggest embarrassment of her career. But watch out, there's something interesting. You might wonder how many dislikes this crappy song has. Well, it turns out that for now, 390,000, it's still growing. This is just the beginning. That's what we were saying, right? No, this isn't going to stay at 200,000 or 100,000. No. 390,000 dislikes. This is going to last a while. I think it'll hit 400,000. But don't be surprised if it reaches 500,000 dislikes. At this point, I wouldn't be surprised. I see it as quite possible. I see it as very, very likely. Now, well, here's another interesting meme where Angela Aguilar appears, who is Christian Nodal's wife, right? She's a woman who has been heavily criticized in Mexico. But the point is that here it says, look at her, enduring the hate every time she releases a new song. They throw hate at Angela Aguilar. And here Julieta Venegas appears. Not like Miss Julieta Venegas who blocks comments. Yeah, of course. She disabled the comments on her video on her crappy song. The craziness around Julieta Venegas is unbelievable. I'm telling you, she's already a walking meme. Just look at this. Let's check these out. These are comments on her other songs, right? We have to comment here because the World Cup songs comments are disabled. She removed them and people are laughing. Your World Cup song made my grandmother walk again. After so many years, she was able to get up and even ran to turn off your crappy song. The World Cup song is trash, right? And here Peña Nieto shows up saying, here I ask you, what would you have done? Of course, referring to all the people who, after seeing that they could no longer comment on the song La Niña Feminista, La Niña Futbolista, went to trash Julieta Venegas' other songs. Songs that, objectively speaking, are good. They're songs that I believe are part of popular culture in Latin America. I think they're songs. They're iconic, honestly, but sadly they suffered the consequences of this crappy song, which I remind you was paid for with Mexican taxpayers' money. Instead of spending this on hospitals, instead of spending Mexican people's money on better infrastructure, they spent it on a disgusting song called The Feminist Soccer Girl. Just look at this here. Okay, someone tell her there's a World Cup for men and another for women, Malcolm. That's exactly how it is. I totally agree. In fact, there are more memes. Just look at this. This is brutal. Get ready. I don't understand why they criticize Julieta Venegas' great song. The Girl Soccer Player is a beautiful song. The lyrics truly move you. Heart. Okay. Although there's still a version missing that includes trans and non-binary people, we also like soccer and we're excluded. The World Cup is for everyone. Guys, don't be surprised. Really, don't be surprised. Sooner or later, this is going to end up happening. There's going to be a trans World Cup and here comes Mexico, just like that. I mean, at least the Mexicans, the people of Mexico. Because the government is one thing. Guys, the ones who do these crazy things are one thing. And the Mexicans themselves are something very different. I'm telling you, the vast majority of Mexicans are not in favor of this song about the girl soccer player. The overwhelming majority do not support it. In fact, not even Morena's voters support it. I guarantee you that. And we have to be clear about this. The people who voted for Claudia Sheinbaum. Actually, they voted because they were fans of López Obrador, not fans of Claudia Sheinbaum. We have to say it because that's the reality. Claudia Sheinbaum doesn't have fans. In fact, she's a woman who lacks charisma. I mean, if Claudia Sheinbaum hadn't been with López Obrador, she never would have become president of Mexico. Never. Exactly. I mean, she became president thanks to being behind López Obrador. Period. That's the reality. We have to say it. We all know it. But anyway, let's continue. Look at this. Wow, Julieta Venegas. All Mexicans listening to the song? Ha ha ha, he's going to go sign up for the national team. Of course. It's like signing up for the national team. It's true. What do you mean by that? Can you actually join the national team? No. I mean, you get called up to the national team, they call you. So, there's a coach or a manager, right? The head coach, in Mexico's case, is Javier Aguirre. In the case of, currently, it's Ancelotti for Brazil. I mean, each country has its own coach, right? So he is the one responsible and in charge of calling up the best players from his country. So what do you mean by register? Seriously, as far as I know, you can't just sign up for a national team. Obviously, they have to call you up, they have to call you. Just imagine, they even messed that up. I mean, even those silly things, even those little details, these people get wrong. The level of ridiculousness is unbelievable. Alright guys, let's check out this news. What's going on here? The controversy over the young girl soccer player is escalating, placing Julieta Venegas at the heart of one of the most heated debates of her career. I mean, not just her recent career, but her entire career, and at a time when, honestly, people weren't really talking about Julieta Venegas anymore. I mean, yeah, if you say Julieta Venegas, people know who she is, at least in Latin America, in Spanish-speaking countries. If you say Julieta Venegas, I think the vast majority of people know her. She's a woman, recognized because her songs were iconic throughout the whole region. Now here we are. Woman, obviously, her greatest hits were in the early 2000s, almost 20 years ago. Nowadays, people hardly talk about her anymore, but it didn't matter because there were still people who kept listening to her songs who still loved her. In fact, she still gives concerts and her concerts kept selling out. Just imagine what I'm telling you. So I don't know what the hell she did. I don't know what the heck she was thinking. Crazy. But anyway, what started as a cultural proposal linked to the 2026 World Cup turned into a wave of criticism and mockery. And memes that spread beyond the official video of the song. Totally agree. The song was presented by the Ministry of Culture and paid for with Mexican taxpayers' money. During a conference led by President Claudia Sheinbaum, it was conceived as a piece to promote inclusion and the participation of girls and teenagers in soccer. However, the reception on social media has been far from unanimous. Of course, the situation escalated when the official music video appeared, with comments either turned off or disabled on YouTube. From that moment on, users moved their opinions to other content by the singer, including collaborations like Volver a ti with Bronco and Tengo que contarte recorded with Natalia Lafourcade. No, even her songs like Limón y Sal are full of comments and full of dislikes, and all of them are recent obviously because before the perception and the image. Julieta Venegas' public image was extremely positive. It took her 20 or almost 30 years to build a career, and she destroyed it in minutes. The madness is unbelievable. Anyway, I'm telling you, that woman is a total meme. Just look at this, guys, a complete meme. Julieta Venegas surprised. Honestly, not me. So yesterday, see you next time.